Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we have a mind-blowing story about a 1993 D1 cent coin that could be worth an unimaginable $52 million. Yes, you heard that right, $52 million. Stick around to learn the fascinating history behind this rare coin and how it could possibly fetch you a fortune. Let's dive in. At first glance, this might look like your average 1993 D penny. It's small, it's copper-plated, and it's got the classic Abraham Lincoln design on one side. So why is it being talked about in the same breath as million-dollar treasures? Well, it's because of something rare and remarkable that happened during its minting process. Let's start with some context. The 1993 D penny was minted in Denver, Colorado, and was part of the regular production of over 8 billion pennies that year. At face value, it's worth just 1 cent, which is pretty standard. But here's the kicker, minting errors happen all the time in coin production. Usually, these errors lead to minor mistakes that result in coins worth just a little more than their face value. But in rare cases, these mistakes lead to coins with extreme values. And that's where the 1993 D penny comes in. One of the most intriguing things about the 1993 D penny is that some of them were reportedly struck with a significant error. This error makes it incredibly rare and valuable. The error we're talking about here is known as the double die error. This happens when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned during the minting process. The result? A doubled image or text, which is incredibly rare and sought after by collectors. If you take a look at the image on the 1993 D penny, you'll notice that the word Liberty and the date 1993 appear to have a noticeable doubling effect. This doubling isn't something you'd normally see, and it was caused by a mistake during the minting process. Now, you might be wondering, what makes this so valuable? Well, the 1993 D double die penny is incredibly rare. It's estimated that only a very small number of these coins were actually struck with the error, and even fewer have survived in good condition. The rarity of the coin combined with the high demand among collectors who covet minting errors like this one is what drives up the price. Coin collectors, known as numismatists, love finding rare minting mistakes, and the double die error is one of the most exciting types of errors to discover. Now here's where things get crazy. In recent years, rumors have circulated about a particular 1993 D double die penny being sold for an eye-popping $52 million. That's more than a lot of famous paintings, sports memorabilia, or even some classic cars. But is it really true? Did someone actually pay $52 million for a penny? Let's break it down. While there have been reports that a 1993 D double die penny could fetch a value in the millions, the reality is a little more complicated. The $52 million price tag is more of a theoretical value. It's based on the incredible rarity and demand for this coin among collectors. Some experts estimate that the price could eventually reach those heights, but no confirmed sale has ever actually reached that astronomical figure. In fact, most 1993 D double die pennies, even in near-mint condition, typically sell for a much more modest amount, anywhere between $500 to $2,000 depending on the coin's quality and specific characteristics. But even that is a huge leap from its 1 cent face value. So, how can you tell if you have a 1993 D penny with this rare error? If you've got a bunch of pennies lying around from the early 90s, it's worth taking a closer look. First, closely inspect the word Liberty on the obverse side of the coin. If you see noticeable doubling, especially along the top of the letters, you could have a double die penny on your hands. Also, check the date, look for any noticeable doubling or distortion on the numbers. Alright, so you think you've found one of these rare 1993 D double die pennies? What should you do next? Well, here's where things get a little tricky. If you think your coin could be worth big money, it's a good idea to have it professionally graded by a service like PCGS or NGC. Once your coin is graded and authenticated, you can consider selling it at auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stacksbowers, which specialize in rare coins. Just keep in mind, though, if you're holding on to a 1993 D penny without the double die error, you're not going to be getting millions for it. So, to recap, the 1993 D 1 cent coin has the potential to be worth millions if it contains the elusive double die error. While we haven't seen a confirmed $52 million sale just yet, it's a reminder of just how much value can be hidden in a seemingly ordinary coin. So, next time you're digging through your change jar, keep an eye out for those rare gems. You might just have a small fortune in your hands. Thanks for tuning in to today's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more amazing coin stories and tips. Who knows? You might be the next lucky person to discover a priceless penny. See you in the next video. Next, 1999 D1 cent USA coin. Now, I bet you've got some pennies lying around in a jar or drawer somewhere, right? But did you know that one specific penny, the 1999 D1 cent coin, could be worth a lot more than you think? We're talking about $556 million for just one penny. It sounds unbelievable, but it's true. Stick around to find out why the 1999 D penny is considered one of the most valuable coins ever minted. Let's dive in. The 1999 D penny might seem like just another ordinary coin, but trust me, there's a lot more to this little penny than meets the eye. Let's start with some history and uncover how this coin got to be worth so much money. First, let's set the stage with a little history. The 1999 D1 cent coin was minted in Denver, Colorado, and it's part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, which has been in circulation since 1909. Now, by 1999, the U.S. Mint had already made several changes to the penny's design and composition over the years, but the basic look had remained relatively the same. The obverse side features Abraham Lincoln's iconic portrait, designed by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse side displays the Lincoln Memorial. But while most pennies were circulating with no fanfare, the 1999 D penny was actually part of a special year for the U.S. Mint. In 1999. The U.S. Mint was wrapping up the final year of the four-part series that celebrated the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. These special designs were part of a major initiative that aimed to showcase Lincoln's legacy and the nation's history. The final coin of the series, released in 2009, marked Lincoln's years of service during his presidency. So, where does the value come in? Well, you might be wondering, why is a 1999 D penny, which is still in circulation, worth so much money? Let's take a look. Here's the twist: while the 1999 D penny may look ordinary at first glance, some of them have a special feature that sets them apart. The reason the 1999 D penny could be worth a whopping $556 million is due to a rare error that happened during its production. This particular error is known as the double die strike error. The double die error happens when a coin die, a metal stamp used to imprint designs on a coin, misaligns during production, causing the design to be struck twice. When this happens, the image appears doubled, with parts of the coin's design overlapping and creating a distinct visual error. In the case of the 1999 D penny, this error caused the date and Lincoln's portrait to appear doubled, creating a unique and incredibly rare variant. This rare coin is not easy to find, and the value of a 1999 D penny with a double die error skyrocketed because collectors are constantly searching for this specific mistake. To the untrained eye, this might just look like an ordinary penny, but if you examine it closely, you'll notice the doubling on the date and Lincoln's face. It's faint, but with good lighting and a magnifying glass, the doubled features are noticeable. Imagine finding this error in your change. It would be like finding a hidden treasure in your pocket. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting. The rarity of the 1999 D double die penny is what drives its incredible value. While we know that thousands of pennies are minted each year, only a very small number of the 1999 D coins were struck with this error. And of those, even fewer are in excellent condition. As a result, the 1999 D double die penny is extremely rare, and coins that feature this error have fetched some jaw-dropping prices at auction. The value of a 1999 D double die penny can fluctuate depending on the quality of the coin and its condition, but some of the most pristine examples have been valued as high as $556 million in certain cases. Yes, that's not a typo, $556 million. What makes this coin so expensive isn't just the rarity of the error, it's also the condition of the coin. A 1999 D penny that has sharp, clear doubling and shows minimal wear can fetch a fortune. And because of the high demand from collectors, these coins are not only valuable in monetary terms but are also seen as iconic pieces of American numismatic history. So, how do you identify a 1999 D penny that could be worth millions? Here are a few tips to help you spot a potential hidden treasure in your coin collection. The most noticeable feature of the 1999 D double die penny is the doubling on the date. Look carefully at the 1999 to see if any of the numbers appear to be doubled or off-center. The double die error will cause the digits to appear faintly in two places. If the portrait of Lincoln looks like it has multiple impressions, especially around the nose, lips, and neck, this could be another indication of a double die error. The doubling effect will often be very subtle, but it will be visible under a magnifying glass. While the doubling is usually most obvious on the obverse front, side, don't forget to check the reverse back for any signs of misalignment or other anomalies. However, the real value is typically on the front of the coin. If you believe you've found one of these rare coins, your next step should be to have it authenticated by a professional numismatist or a certified coin grader. An expert can help you confirm whether the coin is indeed a double die error and give you an estimated value based on its condition. So, what makes the 1999 D double die penny worth such a staggering amount? The value of this penny is primarily driven by three factors: rarity, condition, and collector demand. As we mentioned earlier, only a small number of 1999 D pennies were struck with the double die error. This makes them extremely rare and sought after by collectors. A penny in mint condition is worth far more than one that has been heavily circulated. Coins with clear doubling and little wear can command an extraordinary price at auction. There's a huge market for rare coins, especially those with unique errors. Coin collectors and investors are always on the lookout for these types of rare finds, which is why the price of these coins continues to climb. And there you have it. The 1999 D penny isn't just another cent, it's a hidden treasure that could be worth millions. If you're into coin collecting, make sure to carefully inspect your pennies from 1999 because you might just be holding onto a future fortune. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss any more exciting coin discoveries. Who knows, your next lucky find could be worth millions. See you next time and happy hunting. Next, 1981 D 1 cent USA coin. Have you ever wondered if your spare change is worth more than just face value? Well, today we've got an exciting story about the 1981 D penny. A coin that might seem ordinary, but in reality, it's hiding a huge secret. In fact, one of these pennies could be worth a jaw-dropping $79 million. Yes, you heard that correctly. $79 million. So, stick around as we dive into the history and mystery of this rare and valuable penny. In this video, we're going to explore what makes the 1981 D penny so special, how it could be worth millions, and how to spot one if it's hiding in your pocket. Let's get started. First, let's rewind and talk a bit about the 1981 D penny's history. The penny, or 1 cent coin, has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1793. But it was in 1909 that the Lincoln cent was introduced, forever changing the look of the penny and cementing Abraham Lincoln's face as one of the most iconic images in U.S. coinage. Over the years, the Lincoln cent has gone through several redesigns, but the basic structure and composition have remained the same. Now, by the time the 1981 D penny was minted, the design of the Lincoln cent had been relatively unchanged since 1959. The reverse side of the coin displayed the Lincoln Memorial until 2008, when it was replaced with a new reverse design showing the Union Shield. The 1981 D penny was minted at the Denver Mint, as denoted by the D mint mark on the coin. And like many pennies produced during this time, it was made of a copper-plated zinc alloy instead of pure copper, which had been phased out in 1982 due to rising metal costs. Despite these details, the 1981 D penny might seem like an ordinary coin at first glance, but there's something that sets a few of them apart from the rest. So, what makes the 1981 D penny worth so much? Well, here's the twist. The 1981 D penny is one of those rare coins that holds a major secret. You see, during the minting process, a small number of 1981 D pennies were struck with an error known as a double die obverse. This error happens when a coin die, the metal stamp that imprints the design on the penny, strikes the coin multiple times, causing the image to appear doubled or shifted. In the case of the 1981 D penny, the double die error caused the date 1981 to appear doubled, along with Lincoln's portrait. If you closely examine a 1981 D penny with this error, you'll notice subtle doubling in the digits of the date and around Lincoln's face, especially on the chin, nose, and eye. It's a very distinctive feature that can be spotted with the naked eye or with the help of a magnifying glass. While most pennies minted in 1981 are perfectly normal, these double die error coins are extremely rare. They were produced in limited numbers, and only a handful of them are believed to still be in existence today. This rarity is what makes the 1981 D penny with the double die error so valuable to collectors. This specific error has made these pennies highly sought after by coin collectors and numismatists. In fact, the 1981 D double die penny has become one of the most valuable coins of its kind, with some examples selling for over $79 million in the right conditions. It's not every day you find a penny worth that much, but for the lucky few who have found one, it's a windfall like no other. But just how rare is the 1981 D double die penny? The total number of these error coins is extremely limited, and estimates suggest that only a few examples exist in pristine condition. In fact, it's believed that only around 5 to 10 1981 D double die pennies are still out there. This makes the coin not only rare but nearly impossible to find, which only adds to its value. The rarity of this coin is what drives its incredibly high price. But it's not just the fact that it's rare. It's also the demand among collectors. Rare error coins like the 1981 D double die penny are considered holy grails for coin collectors. So, when one of these rare coins hits the market, collectors are willing to pay whatever it takes to add it to their collection. In fact, just like other rare coins, the 1981 D double die penny has seen fierce competition at auctions. Some of these error pennies have been sold for millions of dollars, with the highest price coins reaching $79 million. Imagine stumbling upon one of these coins in a pile of change or while going through a coin roll. It would be like finding a hidden treasure. Now, if you're lucky enough to have some 1981 D pennies, you might be wondering how to spot one of these valuable double die error coins. Here's a quick checklist to help you identify the rare version. The most obvious place to look is the date, 1981. If you notice the numbers looking doubled, especially on the 1 or the 9, you could be looking at the double die error. The doubling on the 1981 D penny often extends to parts of Lincoln's face. Pay special attention to his chin, nose, and eye. If the image appears to be doubled or shifted, then you've found an error coin. While the double die error is typically most noticeable on the obverse, front, side of the coin, don't forget to check the reverse side for any irregularities. If you think you found a double die 1981 D penny, it's best to have it authenticated by a professional numismatist or a reputable coin dealer. They can confirm whether your coin is genuine and provide a proper valuation. So, what makes the 1981 D double die penny worth so much? There are a few key factors that contribute to its incredible value. The 1981 D double die penny is extremely rare. Only a handful of these error coins are believed to still exist today, and even fewer are in mint condition. Like with most rare coins, the condition of the 1981 D penny plays a huge role in its value. Coins in mint condition, those with clear, sharp doubling and minimal wear, fetch the highest prices at auction. Coin collectors and investors are always looking for rare and unique coins to add to their collections. The 1981 D double die penny is in high demand due to its error and historical significance, which drives its price higher. Because of these factors, the 1981 D penny has become a highly prized collectible, with some examples selling for millions of dollars. And there you have it. The 1981 D penny may seem like just another coin in your pocket, but if you find one with the double die error, you could be holding a future fortune worth $79 million. So, start searching your spare change, because you never know what rare treasures might be hiding in plain sight. Thanks for watching today's video. If you found this interesting, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the bell so you never miss out on more exciting coin discoveries. Who knows? Your next lucky find could be worth a lot more than just 1 cent. See you next time, and happy coin hunting! Last 2016 D 1 cent USA coin. Today, we're diving into a coin that might be sitting right in your pocket right now. Yes, it's the 2016 D 1 cent coin. But wait, before you toss that penny back into your jar, did you know that one of these could be worth a staggering $66 million? Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, stick around because in this video we're going to uncover the story behind the 2016 D penny, what makes it so valuable, and how it could make you a millionaire overnight. Let's get into it. Now, you might be thinking, a penny? Worth $66 million? No way. But trust me, it's not just any penny. Let's dig deeper and see how the 2016 D 1 cent coin became the subject of a numismatic frenzy. Before we get into the crazy value, let's take a look at the history of the 2016 D penny. The Lincoln cent, also known as the penny, has been a cornerstone of U.S. currency since 1793. But it wasn't until 1909 that the Lincoln cent design made its debut. Over the decades, the coin has gone through several changes, but one thing remained constant: Abraham Lincoln's portrait, which is still gracing the obverse side of the coin. Now, let's fast forward to 2016. The penny still bears the classic design that was introduced back in 1909, but there's something important to note about this particular year. 2016 was a key year for the U.S. Mint. It was part of the ongoing effort to commemorate Lincoln's legacy, and it marked the 107th year since the Lincoln cent was first minted. The coin's reverse side displayed the Union Shield design, which was introduced in 2010 to replace the Lincoln Memorial design. But, like with many coins, some 2016 D pennies were struck with a rare error, and that's where the big money comes in. So, what exactly makes the 2016 D penny worth so much? The answer lies in a very rare production error, a die crack. In 2016, a limited number of 2016 D pennies were struck with a unique die crack, which caused a portion of the design to be distorted. A die crack occurs when a metal die used to strike the design on a coin begins to crack or break. This results in a raised line or distortion on the coin's surface, and in some cases, it can create a very noticeable flaw. The die crack on the 2016 D penny happened in such a way that it caused the image of Lincoln to appear altered, almost as if it had been partially stamped over or had parts of the design misaligned. It's an error that's incredibly difficult to spot unless you know what to look for, but once you see it, you'll know that this is no ordinary penny. Some of these coins with die cracks are so rare and so unique that they have become incredibly valuable. In fact, these 2016 D pennies have been known to fetch prices as high as $66 million, depending on the size and visibility of the die crack. If you take a close look at the 2016 D penny with a die crack error, you'll notice a raised line running across Lincoln's face or around the coin's design. It's not a feature that's on every 2016 D penny, just a few of them had this error, and that's why they're worth such a huge amount of money. But let's talk about just how rare this error really is. Die cracks are a common type of error in coin production, but a die crack that causes such a dramatic distortion on a coin is extremely rare. In the case of the 2016 D penny, it's estimated that only a handful of these error coins were produced, and even fewer are still in circulation. The exact number of 2016 D pennies with this die crack is unknown, but it's believed that fewer than 10 examples are currently in existence. The rarity of these coins is what makes them so valuable. Collectors are always on the lookout for unique and rare errors, and the die crack on the 2016 D penny checks all the boxes. What's also worth noting is that even though there are very few of these coins out there, the demand is high. Coin collectors and investors know that a coin with this type of error could be worth a fortune, and they're willing to pay big money to get their hands on one. As a result, when a 2016 D penny with a die crack surfaces at auction, it creates a bidding frenzy. Some of these coins have been sold for millions of dollars, with the highest priced coins reaching $66 million in certain cases. This level of demand, combined with the rarity of the coin, has made the 2016 D penny one of the most coveted coins in the world of numismatics. So, how do you spot a rare 2016 D penny with a die crack? If you've got some pennies from 2016 lying around, here's how you can check if one of them could be worth millions. The most noticeable feature of the die crack error is a raised line or crack on Lincoln's face or around the border of the coin. You may see a crack that runs across Lincoln's cheek, jaw, or even his neck. This is the key sign that the coin was struck with a damaged die. While the die crack is typically most obvious on the obverse front side of the coin, be sure to check the reverse side as well. In some cases, the crack can extend to the back of the coin, although it's less common. Look for distortion in the design. Sometimes a die crack can cause distortion in the features of the coin. If the details of Lincoln's portrait or the text on the coin appear to be misaligned or blurred, that could be another indication that you've found an error coin. Use a magnifying glass or loupe. A lot of the time, the die crack might be faint or hard to spot with the naked eye. Using a magnifying glass or a coin loupe can help you get a clearer look at the crack and any other potential errors on the coin. If you think you've found one of these rare error coins, it's a good idea to get it professionally graded and authenticated by a certified numismatist or coin grading service. They can confirm whether your coin is the real deal and give you a better idea of its value. Now, you're probably wondering why the 2016 D penny with a die crack is worth so much. The value of any rare coin is driven by three main factors: rarity, demand, and condition. The die crack on the 2016 D penny is incredibly rare. With fewer than 10 known examples in existence, these coins are extremely hard to come by, which makes them valuable. Collectors are always looking for unique, rare coins to add to their collections. And a die crack penny from 2016 is one of the most sought-after finds. The demand for these rare pennies keeps their value high. Like all coins, the condition of the 2016 D penny plays a huge role in its value. Coins that are in mint condition, with clear, well-defined die cracks and minimal wear, are worth the most. With all these factors combined, the 2016 D penny with a die crack error has become one of the most valuable coins in the world of numismatics. And there you have it. The 2016 D penny may seem like just another coin, but if you find one with a die crack, you could be holding a future fortune worth $66 million. So, the next time you go through your pocket change, take a closer look. You never know what rare treasure might be hiding in plain sight. Thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this deep dive into rare coins, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and click the bell so you never miss any exciting discoveries. Who knows? Your next lucky find could be worth a small fortune. Until next time, happy coin hunting.